Howdy, this is Crazy Granny back again with an arena cutoff video for Marvel Contest of Champions. So today I cover round 1 results for the Ant-Man, MODOK, and Goldpool arenas. Then I jump into some trend analysis to come up with my round 2 predictions. So first, the round 1 results. So some surprising numbers to say the least here. And the biggest, I'm going to start all the way on the right. Typically I start with the 5-star feature arena, but this time I'm going to talk about the Goldpool arena. That's right, 15 million. That's a crazy number. That's 5 million lower than the 4-star OG Deadpool. That's crazy. I mean, typically that was around 20 million for the 4-star Deadpool, and you could get Goldpool for 15 million. I think what we have here is kind of an example of what we saw about a year or so ago with the 4-star basic Iceman arena, where the first round cutoff was around 6 million, which for the 4-star basic arena a year ago was just ridiculous numbers. I still think that was the highest that we even seen, even higher than Starkey. But anyway, that scared so many people away that the second round cutoff was 3 million. So there was a big drop off, and I think that's kind of what we saw here. I think everybody was kind of seeing what those cutoffs were for just a 4-star Deadpool, so people were just assuming, including myself, that this number was going to be one of the highest we've ever seen. And in reality, no, it wasn't. I think it just scared people away, and that's why we got this 15 million. Now, some will say, yeah, the maintenance, the emergency maintenance that came in, the unexpected, unplanned maintenance, see, that was only like 7-8 hours. If it, I mean, it had an impact for sure, but nothing to this degree. If it was like 50 million or 60 million instead of the, 70 million or higher number, then yeah, that could say it was the maintenance that drew it down. But with this big of drop, it was way more than just the maintenance that caused this. I just think the OG Deadpool results scared people away from that, and that's why we saw such a low number. Now, the rest of these, for the most part, were pretty much as expected. MODOK was a little bit higher, but anyway, we'll go back over to the 5-star feature. Ant-Man, that came in at 17.7, a little bit lower than what we've seen for old other feature champs, 5-star feature champs, but nothing too tremendous, especially given the fact that there was the Goldpool arena taking people away, their attention, and the fact we had the maintenance, the emergency maintenance. So this number's not too much of a surprise. The 4.7 for the 4-star feature Ant-Man, not a surprise at all. And then MODOK, again, 2.7. This was a little bit higher than what we've seen for this type of champ, comparing to like Morningstar, Dr. Octopus, etc., but not too much higher. I mean, I guess a couple 100,000 buff up, just because maybe, a really good arena, not arena, but a really good Alliance War defender. So for the most part, like I said, this was kind of expected. So when you look at my round 1 predictions, like I said, the 5-star and 4-star Ant-Man, these were really almost spot on. Just a little bit higher for the 5-star, but 4.7 exactly on there. So that was as expected. Now, like I said, the MODOK was a little bit higher than I thought it would be, just comparing to other. I didn't think he'd get up to that Medusa and Blade number. As you can see, that's not where we got, 3 million, 4 million plus kind of stuff. He did definitely hang around the lower level for new champs in the 4-star basic arena, kind of like Dr. Octopus, Morningstar, most recently Taskmaster, but he did push it a little bit higher. So yeah, so this prediction was a little bit over or I should say a little bit under the 10% cutoff that I like to kind of target. Now, Goldpool was way off. This number, like I said, this was a big surprise to me, the Goldpool number. So yeah, these numbers were definitely off. So let's just go ahead now and jump into the round 2 predictions. And now that we no longer have a Deadpool arena to consider, I went ahead and just brought back the 3-star feature arena for the veterans bracket here, just because I know a number of you have been asking for it. So while there's not a lot of new data out there to base this off of, there's still plenty of old data to do some trend analysis that I think will help folks who are still interested in the 3-star feature arena. So, but we're going to go ahead and start with the 5-star feature arena. You can see for the most part, in all cases except Winter Soldier, round 2 is a little bit higher than round 1. We're talking anywhere from 1 million to a couple million kind of thing. So no reason why to expect anything different here. Then we look at the 4-star feature arena. Same thing for the most part. Round 1 is lower than round 2, and we're anywhere a couple 100,000 difference. With Nebula, obviously there was a big jump, but for most all other examples, it was only a couple hundred increase, couple 100,000 increase. And given Nebula's a much more relevant champion than Ant-Man, I think we can expect that smaller increase like we've seen most recently with like Hulkbuster and Winter Soldier. Now with MODOK, very similar as well. Round 1 for the most part is higher or is lower than round 2. I think Kingpin That was kind of the one lone example where round 2 was a little bit lower, but again, it wasn't much lower. It was almost exactly on par as round 1. But for everybody else, Morningstar, Taskmaster, you can see here that there was a couple 100,000 increase between round 1 and round 2. So again, I think we're going to see an increase here as well. And lastly, with the 3-star feature arena, these are pretty much very stable numbers, and you can see here that round 2 is a little bit higher as well. So for the most part, round 2 is a little bit higher across these arenas. So guess what? When it comes to my predictions, I think these are going to be just a tad bit higher, as the trend shows us for all of these arenas. Starting with the 5-star feature arena, I think 20 million will be the cutoff for Ant-Man. When it comes to the 4-star feature, I think you'll be looking at 5 million. For MODOK, I think it's going to be 2.9, maybe 3 million, but I think it might not make it to 3 million, so I want to say 2.9 million. And then lastly, for the 3-star feature, Ant-Man, I think it'll be around 660,000. So, and these predictions are for the veterans bracket. I always like to give kind of a grind target. If that's where I think within 5 to 10% the cutoffs will land, here are my thoughts on what you want to kind of give yourself a little buffer. And for the MODOK arena, hopefully, I know a lot of folks are saying, you know, they're going to go to that number I gave plus a little bit extra. So hopefully you did, because that means you still got MODOK. But anyway, if you really want to make sure you get that 5-star feature Ant-Man, go to 22 million. If you want the 4-star feature Ant-Man, 5.3 should work. For MODOK, you want to go to probably about 3.2 million to make sure you get him this time. And lastly, for Ant-Man, 700,000 should work. And again, these grind targets are for the veterans bracket. When it comes to the beginner and intermediate bracket, not a lot of data to past results to kind of do any trend analysis again. So these are just some rough estimates based off my own personal experience months ago, almost a year ago, as a matter of fact, with my Crafty Grinding account. So these are some very rough ballpark predictions, because I have been getting some updates from the community from time to time, but there's just not the same type of results reported as for the veterans bracket. So keep that in mind as you do your own grinding in these arenas. But anyway, starting with the beginner bracket, meaning your account's been open less than 30 days, or 30 days. For the 3-star feature Ant-Man, that's 245,000. For the 4-star basic MODOK, you probably want to go around 1 million. For the 4-star feature Ant-Man, 1 million as well. Intermediate bracket, meaning your account's been open for 30 to 61 days. The 3-star feature, 31 to 60 days, meaning the 3-star feature Ant-Man will be around 500, 525. 4-star basic MODOK around 1.2, 1.3 million. And lastly, the 4-star feature Ant-Man right around 800,000. But again, these are some very rough numbers, so keep that in mind. And even when it comes to the grind targets and the predictions, these are just based off of trend analysis, and past results never guarantee future results. So keep all of that in mind. This is just some data for you to consider as you're trying to figure out your grinding strategy, if you're doing any arena grinding in this in round 2. So anyway, if you're planning to do so, good luck. And if you have any questions or different opinions on the cutoffs for round 2, would love to hear about it. Throw it on down in the comment section and we can discuss them there. If you enjoyed this video, would really appreciate a thumbs up. And if you like this and other videos I have on my channel and you have not yet subscribed, I really appreciate it if you would. So thanks a lot for stopping by, and have a great day.